Okay, yay, we're recording. Hi, everyone. I have Monica here who joined the last Raise Your Voice retreat for Q2. And we're just going to talk about what she learned, everything that she took away, and just learn more about herself and her business, which is funny because it's the same business as well. So, Monica, do you want to share who you are and what you do, even though I think I just spilled the beans?
Sure, yeah. Yeah. Hi, my name is Monica Schrock. My business is called Unsocially Inclined. And well, I mean, technically we do the same thing, but I'm leading with what I'm pivoting to, which is
Yay!
I am a marketing coach for introverted entrepreneurs. Yeah. Helping them feel comfortable. As an introverted entrepreneur, I have some experience in being uncomfortable and being the face of my brand and that actually hindering the success of it. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen to other introverted entrepreneurs. So I'm helping them get clarity and confidence in their message so they can put it out there and be able to like pitch their offers and make content and not like feel like they have to like cower in the corner.
Yeah, and hide.
Yeah, because our
That's
energy.
awesome.
But I'm also, yes, a copy and content writer and marketing strategist as well. So I have two sides of my business, which makes it sometimes overwhelming.
I feel you because we do the same thing,
Yeah.
except I don't help introverts. So I have a few questions about your experience with the Raise Your Voice retreat, which was in April of 2020. So why did you decide to join the retreat? Because you do the same work as me anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think obviously because you're awesome.
Yay.
Obviously. But also, you know, when you do this work and you're helping other people with it, there are times that it's hard to, you know, spark that inspiration and that motivation for yourself. When you had posted about this retreat, I was like, oh, this is awesome. I love your vibes. Like I need some like pushing in this direction because was feeling a little like stagnant in what I was doing. So I was like, oh, this would be perfect. I loved that we were just going to like implement and plan things on the call. So I was really looking forward to that. So I joined as like basically accountability to myself and making space to actually work on my business instead of in it and in everyone else's business. And I think we all know sometimes when you invest in something, you take it more seriously. If I was to block out that 5 hours on a Saturday just by myself, odds are I may have flaked out on myself, but I wasn't going to flake out on you and everyone else in the
Yeah.
group. So
That's
I was
good.
like, this was awesome, and I need to keep myself accountable, and I know Cassandra will keep me accountable. So yeah, that's why I joined.
Yay. And I think you got a lot done. So what was the favorite part during that entire like 5 hours, which I think ended up being like 6, because we had technical difficulties in the beginning. And then everybody else was like, I like virtual co-working. Let's do more. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. So the virtual co-working was absolutely my favorite part. You know, also connecting with everyone else and hearing, you know, their stories and what they do. It was so great to get other people's perspectives, but the virtual co-working was my favorite. And yeah, it was 6 a.m. that started here,
I know.
but by like 12:30 on a Saturday, I had so much done. So it was really awesome. But my favorite part was virtual working. And I feel like I have to share what I got done to just show people
Yes.
how much
Please.
I was able to do. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So this is the awesome editorial calendar that I received for being in the virtual retreat from the Quirky Pineapple Studio. So I was able to plan out 3 months of content
That's awesome.
in like 50 minutes and 3 email funnels.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was really awesome. And so I like have my, you know, my frequency, and I did themes for my content and what I was going to post for them for 3 months. So that was really awesome. And if you look at my Mellow Marketing Monday, this is what I'm on. I have done all these since we started. So, and then I was also able to, and I just am launching my writing toolkit today. So just doing this opt-in, and then I'll move to this one, and then I'll move to this one. So still going strong. I planned all this and now I'm actually implementing it. So
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, seeing this filled out from not just like, because I always look at mine and I like mine when it's filled out. But like when I see other people take the editorial calendar template and like kind of mold it into what they need and fix it. It's just so pretty.
It's really pretty. I love going in there and being like, oh, look at, I have ideas.
Yeah, everything's planned for the next 3 months.
Yeah, and then like, you know, a couple days ago when I wrote my, you know, weekly live, I wrote all my social captions, I wrote the email for the week. It took me like an hour, hour and a half to write all that stuff, and now I don't have to worry about content for the week. So
Yay.
and this was like the catapult to having that like set up for the next 3 months. So it
Oh
was
my
super
god,
cool.
so amazing. Yay, that makes me so happy. Okay, so aside from your favorite part, what was your biggest takeaway from the retreat? Which I'm very curious to hear because we do the same line of work. So
Yeah, I mean, I think my biggest takeaway, I mean, the biggest takeaway was just that like having the energy of all the other business owners around was so like igniting to my own energy and motivation and how important that was. So I think like the content was rad that you presented and were able to tell us about sharing our stories and you know what will help our content and like what's effective. But I think it was like a lot of the group and
yeah.
everyone like sharing and being around that energy. So I actually felt motivated to get that 3 months of content done. I mean, I think the biggest takeaway was that I need to get out of my own like element and head sometimes to work on my business, and that space is totally necessary, and the investment in it is also necessary, or I'll just not do it.
That's awesome. Yeah, the group was really cool. We had people joining from everywhere. We had 2 people from the West Coast, so it was 6 a.m. for you all. Everybody else was on my time. No, not everybody else, but some of them were on my time zone, some in the East Coast. So I tried to pick an okay time for everybody. I know on a Saturday it's very early, but like you said, by 12:30 you had 3 months of content planned out. So
Yeah, it was totally like, and I'm an early
yes, I
riser
do.
anyway. I'm a,
Yeah.
I'm a total early riser, so it was like, yes, let me just like knock this out before noon on a Saturday, which felt so good for the rest of my weekend because I was just like, awesome, I did all this work, you know, in an hour basically after like or an hour, hour and a half in the virtual work sessions, and it was just yeah, like so fulfilling to like chill the rest of my weekend and be excited about planning my content for the next 3 months.
I am. That's amazing. Okay. So, what was one of the things that you were able, well, I guess this is repetitive now because you just told me everything that you were able to accomplish, but I guess if you have anything additional to share.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean, I was able to, so if I don't know, I mean, people don't know my content schedule here. So I do weekly lives. And so I was able to plan out 3 months of that, the exact content that I was going to do in that live every week. So that was super helpful because sometimes, you know, like sometimes I'm ahead, but sometimes I'm kind of like, it's like, you know, 2 days before and I'm like, what am I going to talk about? And that is anxiety ridden. I perform well under pressure, but I don't need to put myself under
Yeah.
pressure and stuff like that. So I accomplished having literally what's like 12 weeks of those lives already planned out, which is so refreshing. And then, you know, having all the social media post ideas that were connected to those lives that I would do on all my platforms. I have those ideas there. So I know exactly what I was thinking in the moment I decided to do this theme. Like I'm going to post about, you know, when I played basketball or, you know, whatever mini story goes with it. So I was able to plan all that out and then also create opt-ins that were going to actually connect to my offer and
Mm,
plan the goals for my offers, which is huge because we both do this and it's like you
yeah.
want your content to connect to your offer.
Yes,
So
please.
yeah, yes, please. We're only doing this as, you know, we're adding value, but we need to make money.
Yes.
So it was great to be able to like look at everything, connect the content to my 3 offers and be able to like work backwards from that and what I needed to do and actually like be on track for meeting my goals. So all this was like really crucial for me to be doing that so effectively right now.
Yeah. And I think the retreat was 2 weeks ago, maybe.
It was maybe 3 weeks ago, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay. So since then, you have put together your entire content plan and then one of your email opt-ins, and then the idea that you wanted to launch is being launched on the day that we're recording this right now.
Yeah.
3 weeks you put
Yeah.
together this entire
Actually, you're right.
thing.
It's like 2.5 weeks. It's not even 3 weeks. It's 2.5 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, so you did this in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
With structure and planning, y'all. Everyone, just want to say. Um,
Because like I don't do well for myself. And that's the kind of thing that's like funny is like, even though we can help other people do it, like we still need help for ourselves. Like if I was
oh
to just
yeah,
be like, well, I do what Cassandra does, so I don't need to go to this, like that wouldn't be like serving me. And that like that ego thing was like like
yeah,
that ego driven like thing is like, no, we can learn from everyone. And like, we do the same thing, but we do it in different ways, and we motivate
yeah,
each other. So it's like it was so nice to be able to sit down and like see someone else's perspective and use that to make my planning better, because I'm not great at planning. I'm great at planning for other people, but not for myself.
yay! That's awesome. I love that. I love it when people tell me that they feel more organized and like they have the plan for the next. I don't know, even if it's like a week or 2 weeks. I'm like, that's enough, y'all. Like once you have that, like you can live your life without anxiety and without stress and without just like self-imposed stress because you procrastinated.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like, I'm the classic like creative person. Like I'm not organized. Like I'm not terrible, but I'm not like this person who just like has it all laid out. And like I have a VA, and someone asked me the other day, like, how do you organize your VA? I was like, my VA organizes me.
That's the
So like
job, isn't
this,
it?
yeah, right. So I was like, this, like, okay, sit down and organize yourself. You could do it. You have all the ideas in your head. You just need to like put your business first right
Yeah.
now. Which is something I struggle with, and this was a huge help in me actually putting my business first and now getting ahead of everything I need to do so I can, serve my clients even better because I have my stuff like on lock.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yay. Okay.
Yay.
So, last question. If somebody's on the fence or maybe they're interested, um, who would you recommend this retreat to? And is there anything else that you would add?
Yeah.
Last words.
Words. Who would I recommend this to? I mean, honestly, I I feel like this is so counterintuitive to like my
Oh,
copywriter.
God.
Like I'm just
Wait.
like I think that everyone could benefit from it. If you have a business and you need to create content for your business, whether you're a beginner or intermediate or advanced, I think we had all levels of business owners in this
Yeah.
group. It didn't make a difference. No, I don't think anyone felt like they were behind or too ahead. I didn't feel like that. It's just like, it's so helpful to be able to, talk to all these business owners, see their challenges, be able to kind of like have that inform your business, to get feedback from everyone else and from you, of course, we all are like looking to for guidance during this retreat. So I think if you're a business owner and you need content to sell what your offers, which that's everyone,
Everyone.
then you could benefit from this. And I think like, especially if you are someone who gets overwhelmed by content and you don't know what to post, like you sit there and you're like, oh, I know I need to do this, but I just don't know what to post. And you don't have the budget to hire someone to do it for you. This is perfect for you. You get so much done for the next, like, whatever, maybe it's not 3 months, but even like you said, if it's the next 2 weeks or a month, and then you have that anxiety coming off and you don't have to sit there and like wonder what to post and wonder how you're going to get anyone to buy your offers, I think then this is for you.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks, Monica, for sharing all of your insight and for sharing your experience about the retreat. The next one is going to be in May, but always these are coming up quarterly. So we plan quarter content, we go through our numbers, we go through goals. The next one, we're talking about messaging and writing, but just keep a lookout for them. They're called Raise Your Voice One Day Virtual Business Retreats. And I don't know what else, but thank you
Yeah.
for all the kind words.
Thank you.
All righty. Bye.